So I know I showed you my shirt in another video, but I want to show you this shirt that I'm wearing right now because I just think it's so pretty. I got this from Kohl's and I just really love it, so I wanted to show you. Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about the best eyeshadows at the drugstore. Now you may be thinking, how do you know they're the best? Have you tried every single eyeshadow at the drugstore? No, I have not. But I've tried a lot of them, and these are the ones that I've discovered are just, in my opinion, the best of the best. So they are pigmented, creamy, long wearing, all that stuff. So I have 5 different kinds of eyeshadows that I'm going to show you today, and let's just get into it. So the first eyeshadows will probably come as no surprise to a lot of you, but they are the Wet n Wild eyeshadows. If you don't know, Wet n Wild eyeshadows are very creamy, very, very pigmented, and for me they last all day on my eyes. So I have this trio here, Walking on Eggshells. This is a really popular one. It's just a great one for travel or for every day. I also have here the Comfort Zone palette. This has 8 shadows and I think it's around $5. So that's like a no-brainer to me. These shadows are awesome. Again, super creamy, pigmented. I've talked about this palette specifically in another video. And then I just wanted to show you this one. It's called Embrace Obscurity. And the reason I'm showing this one is because these shadows are more on the neutral side and then these are clearly not neutrals. So I wanted to show you that the pigmentation and the formula is just as good. Moral of the story, if you don't own any Wet n Wild eyeshadows and you're looking for some affordable shadows, I highly, highly recommend these. Alright, the next shadows that I want to talk about are from L'Oreal. These are the L'Oreal Infallible shadows. I have 3 of them here. You might have seen 2 of these in action on a tutorial that I recently did. If you haven't seen that and you're interested, I will link it below so you can go check that out. But these shadows are fantastic. Seriously, some of my favorite shadows ever. Not only at the drugstore, but just like in general. If you don't know, they're kind of more like a pressed pigment. They are super buttery, super creamy, and the pigmentation is just amazing. Like I said, I have 3 colors here, but they have a ton of other colors in the whole range, so definitely check these out if you haven't already. They are some of the best. Now, for my third pick, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I love what I'm about to show you. These are the Maybelline color tattoos. I use these all the time as a base under whatever eyeshadow I'm doing. I don't usually use these just on their own, although you can do that, but they work perfectly as a base for whatever eyeshadows you want to put on top of them, and they really do help your eyeshadows last longer. My favorite one that I have is the shade Bad to the Bronze. I just use this one almost every day under whatever eyeshadows I'm gonna do for that day. It's very neutral and it's one of the most wearable, I think. If you somehow haven't tried these, I would definitely recommend picking up at least one of them and see what they're all about. Okay, next, I was contemplating putting this in here because it's kind of similar to the color tattoos, but it's even more affordable than those, and I think it's just too good not to share, so I decided to put it in. This is the e.l.f. Smudge Pot. It's basically like the color tattoos. It comes in a little pot, and it's just really creamy. The color tattoos are around like $5 or $6, I think, and this e.l.f. Smudge Pot, I believe, was $3. So that is really awesome, and it's definitely worth the $3 and more, I think. Again, I will use this as a base all over my eye, but I also like to wear this one especially. This is in the color Brownie Points. I will wear this one all over my lid as my shadow for the day. It applies smoothly, you can build up the color, and it really does last the whole day. It doesn't crease or anything like that, so if you haven't checked these out, definitely do so. They're only $3, and like I said, I only have one, but I do want to get more of the other colors because I really like it. Alright, the last eyeshadows I'm going to talk about are not actually sold in the drugstore, but they are definitely sold for drugstore prices. These are the ColourPop eyeshadows. I'm sure you've heard about these before, but if you haven't, they're only $5 each and you can get them very easily from the ColourPop website. They have so many colors to choose from, like it's kind of overwhelming how many colors they have to choose from. The texture on these is a little bit strange. It's kind of like a moussey formula, so I find that they're best applied with your fingers. These are creamy, they are pigmented, they are long-lasting, and they are beautiful. They do have some matte colors, and I'm not sure how those are, but the 3 that I have are super, super shimmery, which is what I wanted. Every time I wear these, without fail, at least one person will compliment my eyes and be like, what are you wearing on your eyes? Because it is so beautiful. And then I'm like, ColourPop, $5. Alright, so those are all the eyeshadows that I wanted to talk about today. If you have any other recommendations for amazing drugstore eyeshadows, please let me know in the comments because I'm always on the hunt for really good drugstore products. I think that's all I have to say, so as always, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos, and I will see you soon. Bye! Beyonce! Partition! You Partition is her favorite. It's probably my favorite song too. If you have not listened to Partition,